Hello, 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 and welcome to a very late edition of the Brian Colletto Show, streaming to my LinkedIn and my YouTube by way of Restream. And if it should ever be repurposed to other platforms, wherever you may listen to podcasts or live shows. So, um, let's dive right in. Um, yes, so let's go to the segment about autism first. So I do actually have a story, and I haven't been able to put together a reel for what I'm about to say just yet, but I will for those who prefer shorter form content. So, um, a few days ago, I saw a video, actually, a few videos that were a bit disturbing of a young kid. I think he's like 9 or 10, and has severe and profound autism. And um, this particular kid likes to go after dangerous things. So, this particular kid, and this is a bit of a trigger warning. So, if if you need to, you can scroll past. But this particular kid was uh, a few times running out into the street while cars were on the road, and the family was frantically yelling and chasing after him to get back. Um, and you know, these are the reasons why I will not ditch the puzzle piece or blue, because a situation like that will have a family feeling blue and feeling like um, the puzzle pieces are not put together. And that's why, in my opinion, we need to do a better job of making sure there's resources specifically for severe and profound autism, not just for people like myself who are low to moderate support needs. So I wanted to start off with that. Now, let's get to a few other things. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible so that people will actually view it on YouTube. Um, so the next thing is events. Now, already mentioned last Monday's event because I did my last show last Tuesday, so I won't mention it again. But I did have another weekday event. Um, I had a networking event on Thursday. Um, it was a bit low key, and I don't want to get too much down a rabbit hole of it. Um, it wasn't a highly attended event, but it was good conversations with people. And, without getting into people's personal situations, I understand that uh, there are some challenges that this particular chamber faces right now. Um, but they are supportive of both myself and the organization that I work for. So um, I will leave that in a positive light. Now let's get to the fun part. My uh, birthday weekend, as some of you may have seen. So we did get some good weather in New Jersey this past weekend. Saturday was a little bit hot, although not too terrible. Um, and I got to go to the uh, spring street fair of Woodbridge, which interestingly enough was my last day of being 35, whereas last year that street fair was my first day of that age. And then Sunday, my actual birthday, I went for a little bit to the Clark Street Fair. My first time attending this Rock the Block in Clark. Um, the first annual one took place last June. I was unable to go to that for a few reasons, but it, it was a I had a family function, and also it was very hot that day. But this one was on my birthday was pretty good. So I'm glad I went for a little bit, and then we went out to dinner at a local restaurant near me, and I opened up a few presents. Nothing too big. Um, I'm sure I'll share those over time with you guys. Um, and I I did have a nice uh, Reese's um, pie, um, courtesy of family. So thank you to them. And I'm grateful for the growth of my podcast over the last year, and especially in 2025 when I started using Restream and taking the show to LinkedIn in addition to YouTube. So um, that's it from me for this episode. Um, thank you for listening in for however much you listened to this. And I hope to be back next week at some point. Not sure if I'll do Memorial Day just because of the holiday and the meaning of itself, and I don't want to take away from that, but I will try to pop on at some point next week. So until the next time pop on, I send you all love, light, blessings, and peace. Take care.